I just told Chris Demm, I'm up and down. Yesterday, I was so up and so down, so many different ways. Now, I've only had 3.5 hours sleep. Okay? Stayed up late, watched the Red Sox-Yankees game last night, and I'm up because of that. Mm-hmm. The Red Sox won the game 6-2. We have a more in-depth look at that a bit later. There was a call in the game where one of the announcers thought one of the players had hit a home run. I wonder if it's hard to see a home run in Fenway Park because of the green
that wall is built.
Yeah. But anyway, one of the announcers screwed up a call last night and called a home run and really was celebrating it. This is a radio announcer. And it actually was not a home run. It hit the top of the wall and came back down. And the players were, they were playing. You know, they were throwing it back in and everything, which he just apparently looked away from. I mentioned I've done that myself as a baseball announcer. Mm-hmm. You know, and my color commentator had to save me on that one when I thought it was a home run, but it was not. So I'm very, very up about
on that.
Okay? The Red Sox won. I told Biggie, thank you for Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, there was a few thank yous to the Cubs last night. There should have been.
Former Cubs.
Yeah.
Helping both teams last night.
Yeah, they will always be Cubs in my heart.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, Kyle Schwarber, you know, is extra special because he has a great legend when he came back to the World Series after being out all season.
That's true.
Proceeded to hit a single and then turn to the entire bench and for no reason or for a reason that's never been disclosed, screamed "S my D."
He did.
To his teammates.
To his teammates.
Listen to this. I paid special attention to it last night. He plays for the Red Sox now, Schwarber. The other Rizzo, who's a former Cub, plays for the Yankees. They each hit home runs last night, one for each team. And Schwarber, when he hit his home run, as he was rounding the bases, running by the first base dugout, pointed at the Red Sox dugout. I was like, that's what you get. F you, to his teammates. I think they challenge him.
They must, yeah.
I think that he must like that.
Yeah. He must be like saying to them, you got to tell me I'm terrible. You got to tell me I can't hit a home run.
That's right.
You got to tell me I'm worthless before I go up there.
Exactly. So I think they say, you're nothing. You're
we know you can't do it.
I can't be motivated that way. You can't.
No, that doesn't work for everybody.
No.
You can't do that with me. Yesterday, in fact, it's award season around here. We've been lucky enough to win some awards in the past. Association of Broadcaster Awards. And every year, we submit a cassette tape to try and win these awards. Maybe that's our problem.
You think?
I didn't realize it was submitted on a cassette.
I didn't know you were still doing that.
Well, I make it. I make the
and the only way you know
submission.
how.
The submission. That is a thing. It's like if I were to look for a job now in the radio industry, I wouldn't know. I put everything on cassette.
I'd have to do it for you, which would be awkward.
That would be awkward.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone, but I'm looking. I'm looking outside the company. I don't think you should be telling me.
You're right. So yesterday, I didn't even realize. I remember making the submission months ago, but because of COVID, it has gone haywire. I mean, it wasn't even done last year. This year, I didn't know if it was going to be done. All the radio shows submit what they've done, what they think they've done best over the past year. And then somebody is selected and they say, okay, it's show of the year. And we've won it before, which is really nice.
Very nice.
This year, our sister station won it. We're friendly rivals with them. They're on right now.
That's fair.
Another station. And, it's like you cheer for each other. But in reality, of course, you want to win for yourself. So it was announced that they won it yesterday. So what I am feeling at that moment is utter despair and absolute rage that we have lost to them. Because then an email goes out to the 100 people that work here company-wide, and everybody writes back, oh my God, you're the greatest show ever.
You don't have to do reply all.
So they're talking about other people. You are the greatest broadcasters. It is so well deserved.
So, Kelly, you think you've put it out of your mind, like for 5 to 10 minutes. You move on, think about something else, and then bloop, new email pops up.
Well, and it was through the entire day.
All day. All day. Hashtag GOAT.
I thought that was a bit much.
Me too.
Goat.
I'll be honest.
Goat. Now,
Look, I know she doesn't listen to this show, but I thought that was a bit much. Hashtag goat.
Whoever hashtagged the goat.
Yeah.
a coworker.
Oh, I'll say her name. It was Heidi.
That one got under my skin.
Yeah. You're not going to hear this, but you're on my list, Heidi. Gonna go on and hashtag goat. See if I help you out anymore.
You know,
I need a sound clip. Boo-hoo. Maybe one of the goats can get it for you.
and then of course they're our coworkers. They're friendly rivals.
Yes.
Our sister station. So you have to say to them through gritted teeth, way to go, guys. Congratulations. You're phenomenal. Great job. So we lose. We lose that battle. You know, they win.
And it's quite likely that we will have to go to the banquet and watch them accept their trophies.
A luncheon.
Yes.
A luncheon.
Which, in fairness, they've had to
done
do with
for us.
us.
That's Biggie's right.
We'll have to go to a lunch where I'll get a chess pie that I absolutely love. See, I'm up and down.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
Great lunch.
I got home. I told my wife, I said, by the way, our sister station, our friendly rivals, won the award, the Association of Broadcasters. And she went, what?
Yeah, apparently they're goat.
I said, they're goat. And she goes, when's the awards ceremony? And I told her.
She's angling for the lunch.
Yeah, she wants.
Yeah, the lunch is great.
She likes the chess pie. I have a physical. I'm getting a physical on Chris Demm's advice. But the day before. And she said, it might be the day of your physical and you can't go. And I thought, okay. Because going to the lunch when somebody else wins, then you have to watch, it's like being an Academy Award nominee.
Yeah.
And watching somebody else accept. You have
and
to,
you're not going to win.
And you have to say, oh, wonderful. You have to do the clap.
They were so good.
You have to sit.
It was such a great year.
You have to smile, nod,
I'm not normally for company cutbacks, but all I can hope,
right?
And maybe if our boss is listening, say to him, if there was a time to shave a few people off, because you have to pay per plate.
That's right.
We don't need to
leave
go.
us off the guest
Leave
list.
us off the guest.
We don't need to go.
We'll be there. That it is on a Tuesday. Now Monday,
I don't do Tuesdays.
You don't do Tuesday. Monday, I'm doing my physical, and Tuesday will be this lunch. So the best part of my week will be getting a finger up my bung. Yeah. That'll be the second worst thing, I guess, of the week. We'll be getting a finger up the old Framazam.
I'll tell you what, I'd rather
yes
than have to sit and watch them receive an award.
When I look back on that week, they'll say, was the finger up your butt the worst thing? I said, no. It was not. It was not the worst thing.
See, it's different when strangers win because you're like, oh, I don't know them.
Right.
I couldn't do anything
about that.
They must be
great. Yeah.
Yeah, but down from us, people we see every day. That stings.
Yeah, it hurts. And plus they're hashtag goat. Now, a couple of years, they won it once before, a few years ago. And we had won it the year before. We went back to back. We won it, and then they won it. Our friendly rivals, our sister station. And I confided in our general manager, and I said, man, I'm really glad for them, but it hurts to not win. And he said, well, you're not allowed to win 2 years in a row, which I don't believe.
But you ran with for a while.
I do.
Yeah.
It's the only.
You thought you took it as cold comfort.
It keeps me going. It keeps me going. It's like, okay, you can't win.
But then we sort of put two and two together looking at past winners, and there's one show that has racked up 7 or 8 in a row.
7 in a row. It's like,
he's been the lead. He wins like every year.
I think
they're going to put his name on the trophy eventually.
No doubt. I mean, he's the Vince Lombardi of this thing. I mean, he just wins the thing. And I think our boss knows me and knows how delicate I am. So came up with that lie on the fly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You never had a chance. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't just put it out of your mind. You never had an opportunity to win. So I'm up and down. So I was very, very down. Then it's like, oh God. I mean, I was low. And then the Red Sox won. I was up. And I told Chris Demm, we had a thing at the gym yesterday. It's we do challenges every once in a while. I dry row.
It's a rowboat that's not near water.
That's right. And I said to Chris Demm, I better break my all-time record on this. 'Cause I've tried so many times to break my all-time record. It's a 200-meter row. And the best I'd ever done was like 30 and a half seconds. And I really wanted to break that. And I did. I got just under 30, 29 and a half.
So you're up.
So I was up. Meanwhile, there's a guy visiting my gym who's usually not there. He was there 2 days ago and yesterday. and he is in such great physical condition. He's like so chiseled. I almost want to go up to him and say, God, I admire your body. I really want to say to him,
can I just give it a feel?
Could I just rub your pecs? Do you think he'd take that the wrong way?
Yeah.
If I did, and I'll tell you something else. He's very, very to himself. He hasn't talked to anybody or anything. I even said, hey, and he just kind of nodded back at me. He's tall, he's chiseled, and he's got a lot of tattoos. And they're all like...
So on the street, he would terrify you.
Yeah, you'd cross the street.
Really in the gym, I'm just looking at him like, oh my God, shaking him. You know how, tons of tattoos, and most of them are like an eagle or a snake curled up around a gun. And then, like a flag is on his calf, an American flag.
Oh.
It could be like he's
Military.
former military or military. And so I want to go up to him and just say to him, my God, I admire your body. But yesterday, I did that row in 29 and a half seconds, which is as good as I can possibly do. I mean,
So you're up.
I'm up. My friend Young Mike, who's in such good shape, he does it in like 29.2 seconds. Right there with me.
Okay.
And we compete, He wasn't in the same class I was. This guy, she announced at the end, she goes, we have some...
The silent tattoo man?
Silent tattoo. She said, let's see, we have some personal records here today. Chris in 29.5. I was like, yeah.
Did it.
And then they're like, so-and-so and so-and-so, for our ladies, somebody did in 33, saying, oh, yeah, great job.
And the terrifying tattoo man.
23.7.
Oh, my God.
And I just...
My God, he pulled his boat out of the water.
Yeah.
And you were still at the starting line.
He had like...
Good Lord.
He had his foot up on the boat.
That's got to be like an all-time record.
I said, that's got to be like a world record. 23.7. And I couldn't believe it. She did this during like cool
He
down.
climbed out of the boat, done interviews,
Yeah.
probably gotten whatever they dump on rowers.
Yeah.
Gatorade, I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
Dried off, changed clothes, and then you're still rowing.
I'm just sitting there rowing. And he's got his foot up on the boat, like just talking to the girls, and waving and whatnot.
It felt good out there today. Yeah.
That is absolutely unreal.
It's kind of with a headwind. I probably could have done better.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, I just looked down at him, and I wanted to feel his body even more. I wanted to just like, can I give you a shoulder massage or something? I was so...
And I bet the women just drooling over him.
Drooling. You could not believe this.
We normally just have him to stare at.
He's in from out of town.
Yeah.
Did he stick around to bask in the adulation?
No. The coach said, let's make sure we get a picture for Instagram. And he just turned and said, "Ugh," and left. Just grunted and went. He didn't...
I don't do this for the gram.
My work here's done.
He didn't care about that stuff. And I got out there and I said...
Can I put mine on Instagram? Hey, Coach. I'll go on Instagram.
I said, do you need me to pick up the brag board? We have a brag board.
I got a PR.
They're like, nah.
I'll do a sweaty thumbs up.
We have our brag board where it says like...
personal record.
Yeah, and you hold it or whatever. But he was out in the parking lot already. He was like gone. I saw him, and the girls just chasing after him and wanting pictures with him.
He's on the highway. On foot. He's doing 55. On foot.
On foot. I've never seen a specimen up close like this. I mean, it's just unreal. I mean, I can't even tell you.
So you were up and then
I'm
down.
totally down.
Yeah.
At this point, I was completely down.
He may be goat.
He may be.
That might be goat.
I texted my friend Young Mike, and I said, "This guy got 23.7." He's like, "Who is he? It's impossible." I said, "I think she missed.
Completely impossible.
I'm going back today, and I'm going to say to the woman, the coach, and I'm going to say,
Show me the stopwatch.
let me.
Can I see his time?
Let me see it. I think he may have lied. That is how unbelievable it was. But she said, she looked at it twice. She's like, yeah, it's 23.7. I just was in awe of this. So, absolutely, I was down yesterday. So that's how I was. Just
I'm down.
Roller coaster ride yesterday. That's just how you do, I suppose. I did watch, I guess this would be saved for an entertainment segment, but CSI is coming back to CBS. Remember I was telling you about this guy on the local news. His name is Chad Silber, and he's won awards for being the best.
True. That's where we met him.
Newscaster. Very nice guy. I watched this show in the afternoon. It's called The 425 here locally. I mentioned that before. Recently, they were talking about horror movies, and somebody said on the set to Chad Silber, "Do you like horror movies?" And he goes, "No, God, no. You can have them. Absolutely not." Now they'd done a whole thing. They were doing a whole thing on horror movies. He's like, "No, God, no. Never watch them." Then they talked about the Emmy Awards and all these shows that were nominated: Ted Lasso and the Chess Show, and the Queen, the Queen's Gambit, and The Crown. And they said, "Well, now, do you watch award shows?" And it was coming on that night on CBS. He goes, "Oh, Lord, no. I couldn't have." Yesterday I was watching it, and they were previewing CSI, which is coming back to CBS. This is a CBS
groundbreaking show. Huge ratings.
Yeah.
Oh,
Success.
I used to watch it.
Oh, I loved it.
Look at the shows it spun off.
Yeah. Still on. Some of them, right?
Yeah.
See, you watched it? I didn't know you watched the original.
The original, yeah. I thought it was groundbreaking TV.
I loved it.
Thought it was so different.
Me too. I really loved it. And like a lot of the old cast members are back and they're rebooting. You know how they do these shows now. And I think it may be on tonight because they are talking it up. And yesterday they did this whole huge 5-minute piece. They interviewed the cast and all that, And then they throw it back to the local guys at the studio. And it's Chad Silber standing there with another friend of ours, Eric Chilton, and there are 2 women on the show. And they all turn to Chad Silber and say, "Did you like CSI?" And he goes, "Oh, I've never seen one episode."
Could you at least play along?
They said,
Just play along.
They said, "What is your favorite show on CBS, on their network?" And he goes, "I don't watch TV."
What?
He's on TV.
He's on TV.
He said, "I don't watch. I'll watch Netflix sometimes. That's about it. I just don't watch this stuff." And they took it out to this is a young person now. Their weather person. Her name is Monique Robinson. I like her. She's new, but I like her. Mm-hmm. And they said, "Monique, what do you watch on television?" She goes, "Oh, I'm on the Netflix tip. I don't do regular TV. I'm on the Netflix tip." And that's why I'm going to start saying it from now on. When people ask me if you watch, whatever show, I'll say, "Oh, I'm on the Netflix tip."
Sorry, can't comment.
Don't do it. I don't do it. And I'm so different. It's like young and old. She's young, so she says that. The other guy, Chad's young. He says he watches only Netflix, streaming shows and whatnot. And then they were talking about CSI again, and our friend Eric, who's a little older than me, like by 2 or 3 years. This is so us, too. The Silber makes a joke and says, "I feel like Netflix has been on, I feel like CSI has been on so long, it premiered the same day Andy Griffith premiered." Oh. And Eric Chilton said, October 3rd, 1960.
Without missing a beat.
He knew the date the show premiered.
The way you would know your birthday.
And I caught it. Like they were chuckling. It was October 3rd, 1960.
Oh, Eric.
I thought, God, how into that are you? Amazing. Now, so that I chuckled at that. I thought that was good. Then I was up because I checked the 5 topics that everybody's talking about today, and we're on 3 of them.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're on 3. I thought that's pretty good. Usually we're about 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
And today we got 3. One of them is the Red Sox win. We got that. Another is something about Donald Trump, which we have coming up. And then the third is about Meghan Trainor. Have you heard this about Meghan Trainor? She sings this.
No.
She sings the song All About That Bass.
Yeah.
She's done something. She admitted to doing something with her toilet.
Uh-oh. There's a tease.
That's deep.
So this is going to be.
Now listen in an hour and 42 minutes, and we're going to give you.
Oh, Lord. Well, she must have done something big. She's getting prime time.
She's getting prime time. I just.
Chad, do you use toilets? Nope.
Nope.
Huh?
What's your favorite toilet paper? I don't use it. I don't use toilet paper. How do you get by? No, I just don't. I don't do it. She and her husband have done something with their toilet that I think they may be the only people in the country or the world to have done this with their toilet. I mean, really. Okay. When I look at that, I see it, and I'm like, why would you ever think to do this with your toilet? But they've done it, and we have that on the way here. And I must have mentioned my painful rectal itch yesterday. I've got something. A woman emailed me and said, try this for your painful rectal itch. It's in the Depends section.
Ah.
I've never been to that section of the store. She goes, go over to where Depends undergarments are and find this cream and rub it on your backside. And this will get rid of your painful rectal itch. And for some reason, I feel like this is the magic potion. For years now, months and years.
Have you purchased?
Not yet, but when I was reading, she emailed me last night. She was listening to a re-airing of yesterday's
Well, you
show.
said yesterday, it is the worst it's ever been.
It is. It's gotten worse and worse. And she says, what you've got is anal fissures that won't heal because you sweat and that kind of thing. And it's true. And I really believe and she says, I tried this. It took 2 weeks and it totally knocked it out.
Okay.
And so I am really, really excited about that. So I'm back up. I'm back on the good side here.